Hey everyone, it's Megan from Gingerbread Mama, and tonight I'm talking about physical things that'll help your mental health. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get notified of all of my new videos. I upload 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, usually right around 9 a.m. So if you are interested in my videos, please consider subscribing and becoming part of my Gingerbread Village. I try to foster a community here of people who just want to kind of embrace each other and support each other. So please consider joining my little village here. Today's video is going to be about physical things that you can do for your mental health. Some people, I think, don't really think about what physically we do and how it can impact what your brain is doing and how your mental health is sustaining. And I think that, as especially here in America, we've become so busy and so caught up in society and what society wants from us that we forget to listen to our bodies and to really pay attention to what we're putting into our bodies and what we're doing with our bodies. And society has just kind of taught us to do whatever we want and whatever feels good in the moment. And we've become a very instant gratification type of society lately, and quite frankly it's sad, and we need to start thinking about our bodies more as a temple. And I might sound a little bit hippie-ish, and maybe I do, but it's good to think about not only what we put in our bodies but how we treat our bodies, and really be a little more intentional in the way we live. So the first thing is drinking more water. Now, I know you hear that all over the place. Everywhere you go, you're hearing constantly, drink more water, drink more water, drink more water. Well, I think what people fail to realize when you hear that is not to just drink more water, but to replace what you're already drinking with water. So I know people who drink soda all day long. That's all they drink. Who drink coffee all day long. Who drink energy drinks all day long. And you know what happens to these people? They all feel like shit. They really do. And then they wonder what is going on. Why do they feel this way? They're constantly complaining about this pain, this ache, what's going on with my body? Oh, I'm just getting old. I'm sorry, but I do not accept that. Ever. We are all aging. And there are people who are in their 50s and 60s and 70s who are running marathons, who are winning Ironman awards, who are doing great things with their life, and not accepting whatever fate has been dealt on them. Because I really believe, though I believe everything happens for a reason, I really believe that we can control that to a point. And to start controlling that, we need to control what chemicals we're putting in our bodies. And people don't realize that sodas and energy drinks are full of chemicals. Do I drink soda? No, I really don't. I do sometimes. Every once in a while I'll have a root beer or a Sprite. But for the most part, I really don't drink a lot of soda. And that's because I realized how it was making me feel. It made me feel like crap all the time. Do I drink coffee? Because of my mental health, I drink 1 cup a day. And if I have to drive out to get my son, I may drink a second cup. But let me tell you, I feel that second cup. I for sure know when I've had that second cup because my anxiety goes through the roof. I'm hot, I'm talking faster, I'm more agitated. So I recognize what that extra caffeine does to my body. Am I telling you right now to just quit caffeine? Absolutely not. And especially not cold turkey, because caffeine is a drug. It is, I'll say it again, caffeine is a drug, and you will go through withdrawal. It's not always bad. Some people need it. I drink my cup of coffee every day, and sometimes I really wish that I could drink more. Do I miss energy drinks? Yeah, I loved the way they made me feel. However, they also contain some chemicals that have been known to spark mania. So I really don't want to live that life anymore, and I've chosen to give them up. Another thing besides the water and the controlling of chemicals in the soda that you drink, add some healthy fats to your diet. I, in the last couple of years, have learned to like avocados. I didn't like them before. The texture was weird. I didn't really like it. But I started getting them and feeding them to my daughter when she started eating solid foods. And I learned to really like them. And maybe they're an acquired taste like some other things are. But I really enjoy them, and I eat at least half to a full avocado every day now. And I've really noticed an improvement in how my brain functions. I really have. So adding those healthy fats, other things that you can add that are healthy fats are like olive oil or olives themselves. I know that there's a million others, but I just can't think of them off the top of my head. So be sure to add some of those to your diet if you're able to. Also, add some fish, some good old omega-3 fatty acids or whatever it is. They're good for you. And some people hate fish. Some people cannot stand it. And like my husband will only eat it if it's fish sticks. Well, kind of missing the point if you're frying it. But if you need to fry it to eat it, then so be it. Do it. I try to incorporate salmon into my diet at least once a week. And again, since I've been doing that, I've really noticed a huge difference. Another thing that has really, really improved my mental health, and I really notice an effect if I don't do, is exercise. I started about 2 months ago going to the gym. I go usually between 3 and 4 times a week, sometimes 5 times if I'm lucky. And I have noticed such a lift in my mood, a change in how happy I am, how much energy I have. I've really noticed a lot. And I'm not going for weight loss. I don't care to lose any weight. I'm going mostly for strength. But the biggest reason that I wanted to go to the gym was for my brain, for my mental health. Because I know that that is something that with my mental health issues, I needed. And I know that I'm not alone in this. And some people ignore it. And you're doing yourself a disservice if you're ignoring what your body really needs. Am I saying that I'm absolutely perfect? No. Not by any stretch of the imagination am I perfect. Do I do everything that I should be doing for my mental health? No. Absolutely not. I should not be eating all of the fast food, processed food, hot dogs, all of the gross stuff that they tell you you shouldn't eat. I eat it. Why? Because it's cheap and fast. And I think that's everyone in the world that eats those things. That's why they eat them, because it's cheap and fast. So I just add some things to my diet. I added more water. I did take away soda, but I added more water. I added more healthy fats as much as I can. I added more exercise, and I'm watching how much I sleep. This baby right here, this Fitbit that I got a couple of months ago. Before that, I was using a smartwatch, but you know, you will hear some people say that they're nothing more than a gimmick. But let me tell you, even if it is a gimmick, it does give you a roundabout estimation of your heart rate. It does give you a roundabout estimation about how you're sleeping, or at least how long you're sleeping. And that sometimes people don't even realize how long they're sleeping because they just go to bed when they can and wake up when they have to. So being cognizant of how much sleep you're getting is really, really, really going to impact your mental health. You would be surprised how well a good night's sleep can change your whole next day. And my Fitbit has also made me a little more motivated to get out and do things and get up off the couch and to go to the gym. And you know, is it making me do that? No, not by any means. But to be able to see my progress in the app that it has or on my watch, it's great, and it's a good motivator. So are they science? No, they're not. They're kind of just a fashion accessory, and they do a couple of things. And some people argue whether or not they're really worth it, but I think they are. And if it is what it takes to get you motivated to get off the couch, then go get yourself one. No, this is not sponsored. I have nothing to do with Fitbit except for the fact that I own one. So I just urge everybody to just be present within your own body. Recognize what it is that you really need to feel your best, to feel mentally clear, and to feel level, to feel sane. You know, these are things that I strived for a long time, and I thought I'd never achieve. And you need to recognize that some people also with mental health, some people will take every single medication that their doctor will give them, and they take it as, you know, the Bible, because it's a doctor and we trust them. Other people will absolutely not take any pill, and they think that doctors are trying to scam you so that they can make money. I believe that there are doctors out there that do that, and unfortunately that is sometimes true, but not all of them are like that. And I do believe that the most part of them are trying to make you feel better. So listen to them, absolutely, but be sure that you're putting your own input in and that you're listening to what your body needs. I did not feel sane or level until I cut a lot of the medications out, because it got to the point where I was medicating the symptoms rather than the problems themselves. And they were just adding more medication every time I went to the doctor because I had another new symptom. So we were treating symptoms, and it took me getting pregnant with my youngest, and I had to go off of all of those medications because they weren't safe for pregnancy. And it gave me a chance, after a very long, hard withdrawal from all of those medications, it gave me a chance to start fresh and to recognize what my body needed, what my body was telling me. And what my body was telling me was to stay away from alcohol. And in this day and age, as a 20-something or early 30-something, it's hard to do that. It really is. It's become the societal norm that we go for a drink. If anybody wants to hang out, they bring a bottle of wine, they bring some beer, we go to a bar, and, you know, it's become just a way of life for us, and not everybody can do that. And I had to take a long, hard look in the mirror and recognize that I couldn't do that. And I tried, after I was done breastfeeding, I tried to go back to that, and I recognized that I couldn't. Do I slip up every once in a while and have a glass of wine? Occasionally I do, but I feel it for the next week afterwards. So just listen to your body. If it's telling you that you can't be drinking, then don't drink. If you need to just cut back, do it. If you need to drink more water or exercise or add some better foods to your diet, do it, because you will thank yourself for doing that. And your kids will thank you too, because they need mom, they need dad, they need us to be our very best. Just remember, there's no such thing as a cookie cutter life. Take care.